November the 22nd, 2010. I'm at the home of Uncle Raymond Cornwell and Maple Cornwell. This is Ezel. To the family, you know me as Little Ezel, the son of Big Ezel, Ezel Jr. So Uncle Raymond is his oldest brother, and we're going to talk a little bit about family history. All right, here we go. All right, now, as I remember, the family I know, there were 10 of you, but I think there were 12.
It was 16 of us.
It was 16 in all. Now, the others, did they live for a while? Were they died at birth or something?
Well, some lived just for a few days.
Okay.
And then some died, during birth. Now, McCloyd is the one that I remember. His name is McCloyd. And he was between Ezel and Raymond.
Okay.
And he died. He lived a few days and he passed away.
Yep.
But now that's the only one I remember out of the 16.
Okay, now the ones that survived,
yeah.
Who's the oldest? Who's at the top?
Felton.
Felton, then
and Pearl.
Pearl.
And then Thelma.
Thelma.
And then Ed.
Ed.
And me.
Okay, stop right there. That family portrait, are you on there? The one with your mother and father and the little kid?
Yeah.
He's the baby?
Oh, no, he's not there.
Oh, no.
He's not on that one?
No.
Okay.
He's not there.
Thelma, Pearl, and Felton, they are all there.
Okay.
Yeah, and Ed. Yeah, because
so
Ed was in the baby, yeah.
Okay. Then after you is
Raynard.
Raynard.
And Lottie. And Florence. And Jewel.
Well, where did my father fall in? Is he older than Florence or younger than?
Ezel.
Jewel was the baby.
No, Ezel was just before
Florence.
Jewel was the baby.
Okay.
She was Jewel, yeah.
Okay. So as of now, you're how old?
I'm 86.
You're 86. So born in
1924.
24. My mother is 19. So you're about 9 years older than my father was. He was in 33.
He was in 33, yeah.
30.
That's true.
So it's like second half of the kids.
Yeah.
But at the same time, when Pearl was telling me, when those second half came in, she was having her first half.
Yes.
Does that make sense? That's about right?
Yes.
Because she told me, Mama pregnant, I'm pregnant too. At the same time, I was walking down the street.
So that would make Peggy and Florence almost the same age. And Mary and Jewel.
Okay. And then, okay. Now, what do you remember? Let's start with, your parents, Edward.
Yeah, that was his name.
And then your mother, Nellie.
Nellie, yeah.
Sparks. Is that the Sparks end of the family? Let's start with her. What do you remember about her family? Her parents. Do you remember them at all?
I remember her father.
You have the names there.
His name was Lucius.
And her mother's name.
And her mother's name was Nancy Sparks. And, well, she was a Pruitt. But after she married Lucius, she became a Spark.
Now, did they live in the area where you guys were? Or did you ever see them?
Well, he stayed in Oklahoma. But he came out to see us. And I was at that time it must have been 1953 or 4. He came out to visit us. And I was reading funny books. And he said, Nellie, and I told him I'd been called to preach. He said, Nellie, this boy will never learn how to preach. But he ain't doing it but reading funny books. He's got to do something else. And I always remember that. And otherwise, I never met my grandmother.
Okay.
Which was Aurelia Sparks.
But at your early age, back in Oklahoma...
I never met her then.
No, I'm speaking of...
Because she had passed.
Lucius. didn't you say he lived in a special?
Oh yeah, he lived in a cave.
Yes.
In a cave?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's
So
where he
he's
lived.
all
That was his
Indian.
home.
All Indian.
Yeah, he lived in a cave.
Oh, he was Indian?
Yeah.
Indian, yes.
Yeah. Well, that's where my mother was
Almost biracial.
Yeah,
you
almost.
think you were.
yeah, because I never met her really, so I don't know. I never knew her at all about. I'm sure she was Negroid, you know, but he.
Did you ever go to this cave?
No, because that was when I was very little.
Okay.
And I just vaguely remember that, and I was told about it.
Okay, so when you were little, he never came down to wherever you guys were?
I was full grown.
Oh, when you finally saw him?
Yeah.
What did he look like? Do you remember?
Well, he was very light and had very gray, thin hair and small. He wasn't a real large man. And that's practically all I remember.
Okay, now, from your mother's side, I knew, and I just figured this out.
Mm-hmm.
I call her Murdy.
Well, that was her name. Murdy.
Yeah, I knew her.
Yeah.
Because we go over there for dinner.
Yeah.
My daddy really liked her.
Yeah.
So we go over there and play Rock'em Sock'em Robots with her grandson or whatever.
Yeah.
So that was your mother's sister.
That's correct.
Okay. And also, there was Thomas. Your cousin Thomas TJ? What's his mother's name?
His name is...
Isn't there a
Daisy.
That's your mother's sister?
Daisy, yeah.
Okay. So I kind of remember, because I didn't know for years, I don't know when it was, I finally found out that was actually your cousin.
Yeah.
I just knew him as my father's running buddy.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know
very close.
they were relatives until one day I was talking.
Yeah.
And then your mother, did she have another sister here also?
Not here. I'd have to talk to baby about it, but no, see, Aunt Daisy and Uncle Joe, they lived in Bakersfield, on Cottonwood Road.
Okay.
And the children came here, but they lived in Bakersfield all the time.
So Aunt Murder was the only one that was here?
Yeah, Aunt Murder.
Yeah, remember.
And her children.
Okay.